French fashion items that will make you look younger, more feminine, and simply wonderful. Number 1 is the traditional striped shirt. Oh my dear, who has never dreamed of an afternoon in Paris wearing a striped blouse? These stripes may come in the traditional blue and white, but they can also appear in other combinations. You can, for example, combine black and white, which are very classic, and most women love this combination. Because it's easier and more minimalist, you can also go for red and white or red and off-white. Keep in mind that if white doesn't suit you, we can always replace it with a light shade of off-white or cream, okay? So every time I mention a combination with white, feel free to replace it with off-white if that cool white doesn't look good on you. In this case of blouses, you can choose various styles, but I particularly like the ones with 3/4 sleeves, which are a bit longer and bring a sense of delicacy and femininity. These stripes are usually horizontal, meaning lying down, and they bring that more feminine, delicate, and charming look. Another detail is that the stripes won't be wide. They'll be thinner, and this is very important. When we wear a blouse with very wide stripes, a visual break happens on the body, making us naturally appear heavier and shorter. So be careful if you don't want that effect in your look. A tip, of course, is to always invest in cotton, linen, modal, or some technological fabric, which will be an excellent choice. After all, we're talking here about a basic piece, one for everyday use. And beyond being super basic, it's a very interesting item because it has that timeless quality. This means that no matter when you wear it, it will always be in fashion. It may be trendy, but it will always be a classic. If you want to elevate this blouse even more, you can choose a boat neckline, which highlights the shoulders, and pair it with straight-leg jeans, midi skirts, light blazers, and of course, a beret to finish off that truly French look. After all, if nautical is in style, why not associate it with this feminine and delicate style? Number 2 is ballet-style flats. They bring comfort and femininity in one step, meaning, you'll feel very comfortable, my queen. The goal here is to focus on round-toed flats or at most a slightly squared toe, like a ballet slipper. You can invest in colors like nude or black, but I really like tones like burgundy, since they add that extra spice to your outfit. And after all, burgundy is trending right now, so why not wear it, right? Other neutral options are gray and brown, which are also in fashion as the new neutrals, and they bring a more creative and interesting touch without straying far from that classic, elegant vibe that I know most of you love. You can go for leather or a leather-like material. You also have the option of choosing a matte or glossy finish, depending on what you prefer. I personally prefer matte shoes. They suit my skin undertone and color palette better. But if you look great in patent leather, for example, go ahead and choose it without fear of being happy. These are inspired by ballet flats and were a huge hit back in the 1950s. So if you like that Brigitte Bardot vibe, it's an excellent choice to have in your wardrobe. They'll elongate your figure without tiring you out, which is a problem many women have. I want to look taller, but I can't stand wearing heels all day. What should you do? Invest in a good pair of flats. And yes, it's worth choosing something of good quality, because if our goal is comfort, there's no point in having a beautiful pair that's uncomfortable. I've made that mistake before, buying beautiful shoes, even flats, that hurt my feet. That's not good for daily wear. Our goal here is practical, basic, and easy-to-wear looks for every day. If you're looking for that delicate and sophisticated outfit, this is a piece that cannot be missing from your wardrobe. Especially if you like to wear, for example, tailored pants, midi dresses, jeans, often paired with t-shirts. It will look perfect. Who said you need heels to be elegant? Number 3 is the wrap dress. This dress is pure feminine power and will make you look marvelous. It has a wrap-style design that ties at the waist. It can be tied with a bow or with a belt. Usually, it comes in prints, like floral or even solid colors. And the colors are generally more neutral tones. So, you'll find it in blue, white, black, brown, burgundy red. Again, as I said, it's an excellent choice. I recommend that, for the fabric, you go with viscose. Cotton is also a good choice, but I think over time it loses its color a bit, while viscose holds up longer. So, I highly recommend that fabric. This dress was invented back in the 1970s and won the hearts of French women, becoming an icon of practicality and femininity. After all, it's a dress that looks good on all women. It slims the waist, enhances the neckline, and flatters the hips. In addition, it comes in various lengths, which means it can fit the lives of women who prefer a longer length, midi, or even short. Just choose the skirt length you want, as well as the print. One tip I always like to give here on the channel is, if you don't find the perfect wrap dress for you, you can choose the fabric and take it to your seamstress. Or, even better, go to the seamstress. Ask her how much fabric you'll need, how it will be made, what she recommends. Always remember to specify your needs, what you do in your day-to-day life. If you are a woman who needs a lot of practicality, you have kids, need to work, pick them up at school, drop them off, run errands, a model with pockets, for example, will be excellent for you. If you're a woman who likes to highlight the bust, a model that shows more of the neckline will look better. If you're a woman who doesn't like that, it'll need to be a more closed-up model. So take all those specifications, your favorite color, everything you like, how you like to wear it with open sandals, ballet flats, boots, lay it all out clearly, and then you'll have everything you need. She'll give you the price, tell you the fabric, everything so you can have your perfect dress. Because the wrap dress is that perfect dress, once you find the right model, the right color, the right fabric, you'll be able to wear it always, thanks to the convenience and ease it brings. Besides that, it's a dress that works great in many different situations. You can pair it with delicate strappy sandals for lunch, with ballet flats for everyday errands, or even with white sneakers if you need more comfort and practicality. It's a dress you can wear with larger, statement accessories, or with small, delicate, minimalist ones. In other words, it's very versatile, very practical, ideal for the modern woman who wants to look beautiful, feminine, but doesn't want to suffer. Did you already know about this dress that hugs you and makes you look amazing in just the right way? Number 4 is the cat-eye glasses. These glasses have that retro attitude with a touch of mystery. The glasses have lifted corners in a more vintage style. They also lift the eyes, so they are perfect for women who have eyes that droop slightly at the outer corners like mine. My eyes droop just a bit on the outer edges. So what do? I wear glasses that lift my look. These glasses can be either sunglasses or prescription. If your goal is to look younger, with a slightly lifted gaze, almost like a lifting effect, I highly recommend them for you. You can choose from various frame colors: black, tortoiseshell, nude. I just recommend being careful with the combination you make. For example, if you choose a red frame, it might be too much for your face, so always try to match the colors you already have in your body. If you're a woman with high contrast, and by high contrast I mean, for example, a black woman with blonde hair or a white woman with jet black hair, the difference between your skin tone and your hair color is large. You can go with a thicker frame in bolder colors. Now, if you are a woman with light skin and light hair, or dark skin and dark hair, then your contrast is low, your hair tone is similar to your skin tone. I recommend lighter frames, more nude tones, or even just wireframe glasses, so nothing draws too much attention. That way, you're enhancing your beauty, not overpowering it. We want to highlight you, not have something overshadow you. As I said, these glasses are perfect if you want a more youthful, refined, and at the same time interesting touch. They go beautifully with styles like a low bun, especially for basic minimalist women who still love to look elegant. Red lipstick, folks, looks simply amazing. And even a basic look, like jeans and a t-shirt, will look stunning when combined with these glasses. So, do you already have your cat-eye glasses? Did you know that with this simple trick, you can lift your eyes without plastic surgery? Amazing, right? Number 5 is the Chanel style jacket. This jacket brings that understated luxury and transforms any basic outfit into a feminine and elegant look. It's a structured jacket, usually made of tweed and with larger, more prominent buttons. Since it's made of tweed, It's more suitable for winter and autumn, but that doesn't mean you can't wear it on milder days. However, I recommend being cautious, as some of these jackets are truly heavy and warm. I still remember a day I was in a store with my husband, and I showed him what a tweed jacket was amazed at how heavy the fabric was, because it really is warm and heavy. That's why you can even opt for lighter options that keep you comfortable, because our goal here is not to overheat, okay? So before buying your Chanel-style jacket, check the fabric and see if it's breathable. I recommend classic colors like off-white, navy blue, and pink. You can also go for bold tones like red for a statement or gray and brown, which are the new neutrals. As I mentioned, the fabrics can be tweed, cotton, or linen. You can vary depending on what you want and where you live. If you're in a warmer region, it's worth investing more in cotton and linen than in tweed. It's a jacket that enhances the shoulders, balances the silhouette, and even though it's a straighter and more structured piece, it's very feminine. It will bring that classic, traditional, elegant, and sophisticated femininity. It's pure charm, it balances your silhouette beautifully, and makes you look stunning. I would definitely wear it with jeans, a pencil, skirt, or over a more minimalist dress. It goes well with completely basic looks like jeans and a t-shirt, or layered over a beautiful dress. This is certainly one of the pieces that best conveys femininity and sophistication. So, if you're a woman with a romantic style, but you're looking for pieces that are more suited to everyday wear, more basic, more classic, yet elegant, and if you want to move away from the typical floral with puff sleeves, here's a great example of a jacket you can and should have in your wardrobe. Number 6 is straight leg jeans. Straight jeans are elegant and versatile. They're the perfect jeans for real women who exist. I'm not talking about magazine cover women or movie stars. I'm talking about the woman who works, who has kids, grandkids, who makes things happen, who needs to cook and go grocery shopping. Real women like all of us. They have a straight cut, medium or high waist, and usually minimal details. That doesn't mean you can't choose a pair with some detail or embellishment, but here we're focusing on timeless, classic, basic pieces that fit most occasions. So, the best choice is definitely the model without any decoration or applications. Our goal here when it comes to color is, again, to balance our beauty. So you can go for medium blue, dark blue, or even off-white ecru. Ecru jeans are an excellent choice. I always mention them to you because they're amazing for women who want or need to wear white pants but struggle with visible underwear. Ecru jeans are thicker and won't let your lingerie show through. Perfect for everyday wear, we're looking for practicality. In my case, I have soft features, so what suits me is a medium blue, a more muted tone. If you're a woman with winter coloring, a stronger blue, like ink blue, will look better on you. If you're a summer woman, lighter jeans will flatter you more. Always try to reflect your own natural color, and it will make you look even more feminine and beautiful. I recommend jeans with a little bit of elastane, okay? Because comfort is very important. If you buy a pair that is 100% cotton with zero stretch, it might feel too tight. So when in doubt, go for jeans with a little elastinite, it'll make your life easier. It doesn't need to be 100% cotton, but please, it also shouldn't be 0% cotton, or it can't even be considered real jeans. These jeans always show up when we research French fashion. It's definitely the favorite straight-leg model of French women, because it's neutral and elegant. That means it elongates the silhouette, balances the hips, and flatters the butt. But let me point something out straight. Jeans will vary from person to person. For example, if you have wide hips like I do, your straight-leg jeans won't be the same as someone who doesn't have hips or a butt. So yes, there will be variation when shopping. Depending on your body, the jeans will fit differently than they do on your friend. They're considered straight from the hips down. At the hips, they need to be comfortable, you need to fit in them, and then they fall straight from there. If your legs are thicker, like mine, you won't be able to wear those super skinny models you see in some photos, because they'll be tight and uncomfortable. And did you know that a basic pair of jeans could make you feel even more feminine? Tell me, which item from French fashion do you love the most? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. In my case, it's definitely the berets. But I want to know your opinion because your comment inspires other subscribers here on the channel. And of course, you help me a lot by typing the magic words of the day, elegant and feminine woman. By commenting those words, you help me keep bringing you videos every day. While you comment, let's keep going with the video. Number 7 is the pleated midi skirt. Guys, the pleated midi skirt is that piece that brings movement, that brings elegance. It has that touch of, wow, I'm so beautiful, so rich, so refined, effortlessly. Seriously, it's a perfect piece. It has a fluid drape, follows the body, and doesn't cling too much. Ideal for that woman who hates tight or clingy clothes and is looking for a light, sophisticated look. If that's your style, this skirt is perfect for you. Bet on neutral tones like beige, navy blue, or black. These are all classics when we're talking about traditional French-style fashion. If you're bolder, I recommend pastel tones or even metallics. Don't forget the new neutrals like burgundy, gray, and brown, which are also an excellent choice for those who enjoy traditional and sophisticated looks with a subtle, creative, and modern touch. You know that creative modern style that steps slightly outside the traditional, giving just the right amount of modern flair without overdoing it? That's what the new neutrals are about. You can go for fabrics like satin or even crepe. The idea here is fabrics with a slight sheen, but if you're like me and prefer more matte textures, that's totally fine. What matters, as I always say, is enhancing your beauty and staying true to your personal style. That's what's most important. This skirt gained popularity in the 50s and 60s, almost like the new Dior look, but was definitely immortalized by the French women on the streets of Paris. It elongates the silhouette, adds movement when walking, and brings that romantic yet traditional touch. Remember when I mentioned women who want to look feminine and romantic but don't want to be stuck in a floral dress? Then the pleated midi skirt will give you all that romantic flair and at the same time sophistication. I would totally pair it with a blouse, maybe a button-down tucked into the skirt with a belt at the waist, or even with a plain white t-shirt. In that case, I'd throw on a Chanel-style jacket over it to complete the look. For shoes, ballet flats, or classic pumps like slingbacks will make the outfit ultra-feminine. And did you know that a simple piece like a pleated midi skirt can make you feel light, confident, feminine, and wonderfully sophisticated? Number 8 is the beret. Berets are a classic. Personally, I'm obsessed with them. I think it's the most beautiful, most wonderful accessory ever. And they're perfect when we talk about French fashion. It can be a wool beret or made from another material. The thing about berets is that they transform any simple outfit into a chic look worthy of a French film. Tell me you don't look at a beret and think, wow, that looks so Parisian. You can go for red if you want to be bold, beige to keep it classic, or black for that go-with-everything look. Go with the black one, it's always a hit. You can choose materials like wool, like I mentioned, or others. Personally, I think wool texture is perfect for fall and winter. But if you want a more modern touch, you can go for styles that mimic leather or even unique fabrics like denim, which will add that super creative and modern edge to your look. The beret has definitely been a symbol of French culture since the 19th century and was popularized by great fashion icons like Brigitte Bardot. It highlights your face and gives you a romantic vibe, drawing attention to your eyes. Plus, it hides your hair on those days when it just won't cooperate. You can pair it with a blazer, a pleated midi skirt, and red lipstick, and trust me, there'll be no stopping that French girl inside of you. So, do you own a beret yet? Ever wanted one? Tell me in the comments. And if you're enjoying this video, you're going to love all the content here on the channel, because we post new videos every day, always talking about fashion, trends, and beauty everything to keep you super up to date with what's in and also make you look beautiful and amazing. Because my mission here is to help you become more beautiful, more incredible, and more confident every day. So subscribe, don't waste time, and hit the bell icon. That way, every time a new video is out, YouTube will let you know. While you do that, let's keep going with the video. Number 9 is the basic white shirt, a powerful item that should never be underestimated. It's a simple piece that must have a good cut and quality fabric because that makes all the difference, okay? People think that just because it's a simple piece, it can be thrown on any old way. Not at all. It must be a well-cut, well-made piece because that makes it a versatile, basic piece that will save you in countless situations. You can go with white or off-white. I always recommend a premium cotton or a more structured knit, or even a more technological fabric. The idea here is a piece you can wear every day until it wears out. So, invest in well-made clothes. French women are certainly the ultimate icons of less is more. Just think of Jane Birkin or Inès de la Fressange, two icons of French fashion whose wardrobes are built around essential, basic pieces. You know that look? That is so simple, but at the same time, so sophisticated and elegant that it lights up a room? That's what a white shirt does. It's a basic piece often forgotten, but it will save you if that's the aesthetic you're going for in your wardrobe. It brightens your face and highlights your accessories. So if you're a stylish woman who loves bold accessories, you can pair them with a white shirt. If you're more delicate and prefer small, minimalist, sophisticated accessories, they'll work just as well with a white shirt. In other words, it's like a blank canvas perfect for you to express your style. You can do a lot with this piece. I'd wear it under a blazer, with straight-leg jeans, or even with a pleated skirt. I love how it pairs with other simple pieces. For example, if you style it with a cool bag, jeans, and sneakers, you'll already look amazing. Add a beret, even better. Throw in some cat-eye sunglasses, perfection. It's really easy to match a white shirt with anything, and it's a timeless, classic piece. So, you'll always look elegant. Number 10 is the Queen Silk Scarf. If you're looking for a simple piece that brings a special charm and completely transforms your look, it's a scarf. Guys, I didn't know the power of a scarf until recently. I always talked about it here, but now it's become one of my favorite items. It's a simple, delicate scarf that can be patterned, and you can tie it however you like. One tip is to pair it with more basic outfits, tie it around your neck. Think with me. Imagine in your mind a pair of jeans, a white t-shirt, a simple bag, basic sneakers, right? But then you come and tie a scarf around your neck. See the difference? Now imagine it with sunglasses. See the difference, guys? A scarf makes all the difference in a look. It's the difference between being basic, super basic, and being elegant. It draws attention to your face. It adds color, creativity, and sophistication to any outfit. If you don't like wearing it around your neck, here's a tip. Use it in your hair. Make a ponytail and tie the scarf over the hair tie so it looks like the scarf is holding your hair. It looks beautiful, romantic, feminine, gives that European summer vibe, you know? I just think it's fantastic. Another tip, tie it on your bag. I always tell you guys that my mom, every time she traveled, would tie a scarf to her suitcase. That way, it was easier to spot from afar and not lose it at the airport, for example. It's a very practical way, and guys, it looks elegant. A silk scarf tied to your suitcase. If silk is too expensive or too delicate for you, go for satin, okay? I think it's amazing. Recently, I even saw scarves made from other materials. I saw a girl who took a fabric that looked like very light denim. You know, like t-shirt denim, and made a scarf out of it. I thought it looked simply amazing. It was modern, creative, wonderful. Invest in scarves. Without a doubt, they bring that vintage touch. They bring sophistication. They add incredible femininity to your look. And they totally capture that French woman vibe. Number 11 is the trench coat. The trench coat, especially in beige or khakis, another must-have item. It's classic, elegant, and perfect for layering. It can have double-breasted buttons or a simpler design, a belt at the waist, and a bold collar. You can choose between beige and khaki, but if you're unsure and want other tones like brown or gray, go for it, no fear. Just know that beige and khaki are timeless classics you'll never regret. Originally made for the military, they ended up becoming fashion icons thanks to movie divas and, of course, stylish French women. It structures the body, defines the waist, and instantly adds femininity and elegance. I'd totally wear it with jeans and a t-shirt for a practical, everyday look. You can also pair it with a floral dress or even over an all-black outfit. Here's a tip. Always match the length of your trench coat with the length of your dresses. So if you're a woman who wears a lot of midi dresses, coordinate the hemline of the dress with the coat's length. That'll always give a more elegant touch. That's why, once again, it's worth consulting your seamstress friends. They're a stylish woman's best allies. So, do you already have a trench coat in your wardrobe, or are you thinking about getting one? Tell me too. I love hearing about it. And speaking of stylish pieces, you need to know the 10 trends that have come back in style and are going viral online. Want to know what they are? Just click the video showing up on your screen. See you there!